Welcome to the Imperium Forex daily video. Before we begin, it should be noted that any advice is of a general nature only and that your personal circumstances have not been taken into consideration. Hello everyone, my name is Rob Clayton and thank you very much for joining me. Yesterday the RBA released its minutes for the September meeting and the main areas discussed were the Australian dollar, iron prices, the balance of the household debt and low inflation along with employment. Policymakers did acknowledge that the steady improvement in the labour market. However, the RBA appeared less upbeat on the strength of the Australian dollar. At the moment, the market is still challenging this 80 cent handle, and I do expect to see fresh supply to return to the market and eventually look back towards the downside with the immediate target coming in at 79.55. For those trading from the short side, do be on the cautious of a break of 80.35, as this will see further follow through and may actually target towards 80.90.95. Now the reason behind this is the fact that the US dollar index is still remaining weak, and with the euro overnight rallying on towards 120 handle, does give some concern that the US dollar is struggling to recover. At the moment, I see the resistance at 120.40 and one intact should eventually see the focus turning back towards the 119 handle, with the immediate support coming in at 119.30 and a base slowly being established around 118.80 in front of this uptrend, which comes in at 117.95.05. Above 40 does see firmer resistance around the 120.80 handle. As you can see here, we have witnessed two rejections from that region, so I do expect to see strong supply returning from that region. Dollar yen is still relatively bullish, but however, we have from the overnight price action posted a doji. Therefore, this gives some concern that we may have seen a potential cap around 75.85. And do be a little bit cautious if you are trading long, is that we could see a pullback. Reason behind that is overnight US President Donald Trump addressed the United Nations in New York and vowed to totally destroy North Korea in his speech unless it backs down from its weapons program, mocking the leader Kim Jong-un as a rocket man on a suicide mission. The market now waits for a reaction from Kim Jong-un and see how he addresses Donald Trump's comments. Later this week, we have the Bank of Japan's rate decision, which is likely to be unchanged at -0.10. And also, my view is the fact that the market is looking a little bit toppy from this level around 85. We could see a pullback to 110.85 with a firmer base coming in from 109.85.95. Well, my comments in my report was stating that we could see some consolidation, and we're seeing exactly that with the pound. After the Bank of England Governor Mark Carney overnight spoke very cautiously at the IMF in Washington. Carney reiterated that interest rates might rise within the next month or so, with the rate hike potentially in November. However, he emphasized that any prospective increases in the bank rate would be expected to be a gradual pace and likely to be limited to its extent. So the Bank of England governor described the Brexit as an example of deglobalization, and moreover, the de-integration effects of Brexit can be expected to be inflationary. So we could see, at the moment, as I mentioned, a consolidation, but I still expect to see further demand to take on the challenge of 135.60 and up towards 136.1025 to 136.80, while the support holds at 134.30.35. Well, looking at gold, the decline has actually come to a halt in front of the support at 1,299. It is viewed that the market may turn around soon and look towards the top side and take on the challenge to 12 or even up towards 1,318.22. However, a break beneath 99 would dampen the bullish prospects and may look for a target of 80.82, but this looks unlikely at this stage. With support coming in around $17.20, we could see a rise up towards $17.40 in the next few hours and looking towards maybe to $17.65. I am expecting to see bids increase towards this level around 116.80. So for those trading short, just be on your guard and don't get caught short. And to wrap up with oil, the market still remains positive and looking towards $52 as a potential target, while the base holds at $49.50. So that wraps up my daily video. Thank you very much for joining me, and I hope you have a wonderful day that's ahead of you.